Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome here if you are new. If you are new here, my name is Molly. I make health and fitness videos on this channel now. I have recently converted over to all health and all fitness. Also, if you've been to my channel before and you're wondering where I am, I'm in my parents' bedroom. They have such a pretty new bedroom. It's like all white and stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna film in there today just to switch up a little bit because the past few videos have been in my bedroom. We have got a great video for today, so I want to get right into it. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about manifestation and how it changed me mentally and how it can do the exact same thing for you if you let it. So if you don't know what manifestation is, if you've never heard of it, if you're like, well, what is this girl talking about? Basically, manifestation is something that is put into your physical reality through your thoughts, beliefs, and your feelings. So basically, it is thinking of things that you want, saying them out loud, putting them out into the universe, and them coming back into your actual reality, your real life. And it's the belief that whatever you're focusing on and whatever you're putting your time and your energy into thinking about is what you're going to bring into your reality, what you're going to manifest into your real life. Manifestation is something that I am new to. It's something that a couple months ago, in the beginning of 2020, I kind of was fascinated with, and I started watching on the YouTube videos and getting educated about it because I really had no idea what it was and how people were using it. I'd seen a few videos here and there, but I was like, I don't understand this, so I wanted to learn more about it. And then quickly, I just really became super fascinated with it, and I wanted to implement this into my life and my everyday routine and make this something that I prioritized. And ever since I started doing that, and ever since I have included manifestation into my life, I've honestly seen such a change in the way that I think, the way my life has been going, the things that I prioritize. It's just honestly made such a good impact on me as a person. It's improved my mental state, which is what we're going to talk about today. It has just made me feel so much more positive, and that is really the main goal of manifestation, in my opinion, is manifesting all of these positive things to you. Because think about it, you're not going to manifest something negative into your life. You're not going to manifest, oh, I want to have a bad day tomorrow, because you don't want that. You're going to manifest, I want to have a really good day tomorrow. The only thing that I think can come out of manifestation and the practice of manifestation is positive benefits, because you're solely focusing on all of the positives that you want and you're not looking at the negatives, and you're kind of learning to push the negatives aside and form new habits in order to be able to use the power of positive thinking. When I first learned about manifestation and first started to want to use it, what I had to do and what I'm still working on is a lot of inner work within the way my brain thinks and kind of rewiring my brain to have a more positive outlook. I am someone, actually, I would say I was someone that really looked at the negatives and always thought the what if blah blah blah. That's kind of what interested me in this, is because I really wanted to learn how to have a more positive outlook on life and not be so negative and think about the what ifs and have less anxiety. I had to do a lot of work on rewiring the way I think, and I'm still doing it every single day. It's a process. It's not something that's going to happen in a week or a couple months. It's going to take time. That's something to remember when you are starting to use manifestation, is that it's not just going to happen the day after you start manifesting, or the day after you say something, or the minute after. Like, this is something that you have to practice every single day and have to put focus and time into in order for it to really work and to see the real benefits from it. When you want to rewire your brain into thinking more positive, you have to kind of go through motions and go through practices in your brain, or write them down and kind of write each part. Write the negative first and then write the positive. Like, scratch the negative off and then write the positive on the other side. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, but I don't think that I have what it takes to do this. Instead of saying that, scratch it off now. Say, I will be successful and I have every single thing in me that it takes. If I want this, I'm gonna go get it. Once you do this, you're probably gonna feel a sense of happiness. Like even me just saying that out loud right now made me feel happy inside, versus when I said the negative one, I got like nervous. I'm like, I don't want to like say that in the world. Like I just want to put the positive thinking out there. It's normal to have negative thoughts, but what really makes you powerful and makes you strong is what you're gonna do with those negative thoughts. Are you able to convert them over to a positive thought as soon as they happen? That's what's gonna help you with the manifestation. That's what you need in order to do it. You have to be able to turn negativity into positivity. And literally every single one of you watching this right now has that capability, because if you want something bad enough and you want to be positive, then you're going to be positive. I promise you, I'm going to make this a literal promise because I just think there's no other way to put it. I promise you that if you are able to make, no, not if you are able to make the shift, when you make this shift to having more positive train of thinking and pushing the negativity aside, you will be happier. And this is exactly what I want to talk about today, because as soon as I started doing this and as soon as I woke up and said to myself, I don't want to be the person who always has a negative way of thinking. I don't want to be the glass half empty kind of person. I want to be the glass half full. I want to be the person that looks at things in a positive light. I was sick of being the person who always thought what if and always had anxiety about things. Once I started thinking more positive, I became happier with who I am, and I became more self-aware, and I became genuinely so much happier, because if you're thinking negatively about yourself every single day, you are not going to be happy. If you think that every single thing you do is going to fail, or every single thing you do is going to have a what if, then you're not going to be able to do anything, because you're not going to have the mental capability to do this, because you're going to be so drained from negative thoughts that you're not going to have the energy to attack the things you want in order to have the successful life that you want. And this is something that I'm still working on. Like, I am not a pro. Trust me, I have my negative moments, and I do think that that is okay. As humans, we do have it in us that we have negative thoughts, and we do think what if. But the important part, like I said, is what you are able to do. If you are able to have a negative thought, because they're gonna happen. They're not just gonna go away once you start thinking positive. Like, they're gonna happen. But if you're able to have a negative thought and transfer it into something positive, I think you're gonna see real benefits from this. It is so easy to be negative because our brains are kind of already wired that way. So think about how many negative thoughts you probably have in a day. Honestly, there are so many ridiculous negative thoughts that come up in everyday life. There is this chemical in our brain. It's called cortisol. And basically what it is, it's the chemical of negativity. Let's just call it that. It also has a lot of benefits, but it is kind of like your fight or flight reaction that kind of tells you to be stressed about something, to be anxious about something. And then there's the chemical in your brain called dopamine. That's our positive chemical. Dopamine is something that makes you feel good. It's the chemical that makes you want to go after what you want, and it just has all those positive elements that we need to be positive. Negative, positive are at war with each other. They're both kind of attacking each other constantly, and you have to know when the right times to go with each side is. A positive time to use the cortisol would be you're in a dangerous situation where somebody is trying to kidnap you, or somebody broke into your house and you have that fight or flight. Like, it's telling you, okay, you gotta be stressed, you gotta be anxious, you gotta go, you gotta figure something out to do right now. That's when it would be positive to use cortisol, or like to listen to it, I guess. I'm trying to explain this in the best way that I can. A negative time to use it is if somebody says something bad about you. We'll say that. If somebody at work or at school says something negative about you, or starts a rumor about you, and your brain is telling you to be anxious and to be stressed, well, this might not be the best time to listen to that and to try to switch it over into positive thinking, because you don't have to worry about what somebody else is going to say about you. You don't have to worry about something negative somebody's going to say about you. Like, you just got to say, all right, whatever, they said that, moving on with my day. Basically, what you have to do is kind of just differentiate between when it's okay to listen to them or when it's kind of irrational, if that makes sense. It's really easy to cave in and to listen to the stressful side of your brain and to listen to the anxiety. But what is hard is listening to the positive thoughts and creating positive thoughts. It is hard, and it's going to take work. Positivity is a lot of effort. It's going to take work, but in the end, it's going to be so worth it, because anybody watching this, would you rather have a positive life or a negative life? I'm actually gonna challenge you guys right here, right now, right this moment. I want you to write down on a piece of paper something that has been stressing you out, something that's been making you anxious, maybe thinking, okay, I'm not making enough money, or I am stressed about my work, I don't know if this is the right thing I should be doing in my life. Write it down on a piece of paper, cross it out, and then write something positive about it and try to see how that makes you feel. Somewhere that I have used manifestation and somewhere that I've seen success is through exercise and eating healthy and becoming a healthier person. I've had a lot of struggles with my body and self-image and body confidence, and this is something I do want to get into on my channel at some point when I am ready. I thought that I would never be able to eat healthy or have a healthy life with exercise, have a healthy relationship with exercise, because I didn't think it would be good on me mentally, and I just thought it's so out of reach from where I am that I'm never gonna be able to do that. And as soon as I made the switch inside my head to think I can do that, like I can have a positive relationship with food and I can have a positive relationship with exercise, it doesn't have to be negative, then I did. I love to exercise now. Obviously, I literally made my channel into a health and fitness channel now, and I eat healthy now and it feels really good. So that's just an area of life where I kind of think about it so much. Like I just want to be healthy and I want to have a healthy body and a strong body, and saying this out loud and writing it down and making routines for myself and buying at the store like healthy foods and just putting all this work into it has benefited me, because I'm at a point now where this is just my lifestyle and it feels really good. So I promise you, anything you want, you can have. It's possible to have literally anything in this world, and if anybody tells you that you can't have what you want, don't listen to them, because you can. If you want something bad enough and if you're willing to put in the work and the effort, if it's meant to happen to you, it will happen to you. I'm a big believer that if things are meant to be, they will. I think that that is actually a really strong thing to remember when you're manifesting, is that you can really want something, but in the end, if it's not meant to happen to you, then it isn't gonna happen. Life has a funny way of working itself out into the things that we need and the things that are supposed to happen to us. So just trust that the world is gonna work out for you. Trusting that your life is gonna come together in some way, shape, or form, and it's gonna come together in the way that it's meant to come together. Another positive way that manifestation has improved me mentally is that it's made me so self-aware. It's made me aware of how I am living currently, how I want to live, and how I need to adjust my life and my thoughts and everything around me in order to make this happen. And I think that being self-aware is very important, especially in this life. Knowing yourself and knowing you can do things, or knowing what's right and wrong for you, is super important, especially when manifesting, because you're gonna be able to see things a lot clearer. You're gonna have that clearer vision of everything you want in life, and it's gonna feel really good to know, yes, this is exactly what I want, I know what I want, and you're gonna feel powerful and you're gonna feel good. Manifesting and the process of manifestation, like I said, it's not gonna happen overnight, and I think that that could make people anxious. I was actually reading an article today about the effects of manifestation and mental health, and how for some people it actually makes them get a lot of anxiety because they don't know if what they're saying is really going to come true. And I can see how that would happen. Definitely it's happened to me when I first started doing it, thinking like, is this really gonna work? Like, am I just gonna be doing all of this for nothing? The power of positive thinking is really what's gonna get you through in those situations and those times where you're thinking like that. And like I said, believing that whatever is meant to be in your life is gonna be. And you kind of just have to push through those anxious thoughts in order to be able to use this in your life. And you have to accept that where you are now is where you're supposed to be. You are where you are right now for a reason. So maybe you think that your life is going so negatively and you just want to manifest so much good things into your life and you just want the life of your dreams. You have to just accept that where you are right now is a good thing. And even if it doesn't feel like a good thing, you have to learn to think of the positive things that are going on in your life right now. For example, if you are not making money, or you're, broke, and you think this is so negative, like how could it get worse than this? I have no money, I can't do the things I want, I can't afford to live. You have to think, this situation I'm in maybe I don't have money, whatever it is for you, I'm just giving examples. This is the way it is for a reason, and I'm able to do other things. There's something positive here going on. Like, there's a reason that you are where you are. And like I said, I'm a big believer in things happening for reasons and all of that. Like, maybe you have more time with your children if you have kids, if you're not at a job, or maybe you have more time to pick up a new hobby, or maybe you have more time to try something new. There's always something positive to look at. And I would never have been able to say this a couple months ago, and honestly saying this right now makes me feel so good about where I am, because I would have never seen life like this. I have so many goals and dreams for myself, and I want them, but learning to accept that where I am currently is where I'm supposed to be, and there are so many positives to where I am. The last thing I want to say about this topic and how it has made me better mentally and at like a more positive spot in my life, in my mental health, in my mental state, it makes me work so hard for what I want. It makes me go after my dreams because I want to make these things happen. Like, I don't want to just say these things and expect them to fall into my lap, because that's not going to happen. If you are manifesting and then you don't do anything to make these manifestations come true, it's not going to happen. You have to work hard if you want something. Things aren't just going to fall out of the sky into your lap. Like, the moment that you say something you want, it's not just going to be like, oh, I want $1 million. Oh my God, look at all this cash around me. No, that's not gonna happen. It has to be something that you want to work on, and it has to be something you put the effort into, and it's not just something you say out loud. It's something that you work towards every single day. That has made me so strong mentally, because it just, I feel this sense of purpose. Like, when I say the things I want out loud, I'm like, okay, now I gotta do whatever it takes to get these things. And that just makes me work hard, and it makes me set more goals for myself. Also, another thing I want to add is you don't have to be like religious or anything like that to use the manifestation practice. I am not religious myself, but I do believe in all of this. You don't have to have certain beliefs in order to use this. Anybody can use manifestation. So I'm closing up my notes because that is the end of today's video. I really hope that this was informative, and I hope that you learned something, and I hope you feel positive, because I feel really positive talking about this. Manifestation is something that I just love. Like, I think it's so fascinating, and I think it's a great way to look at life. Power of positive thinking, it can change your life, and it has certainly changed mine. So I hope that this inspired you to, if you don't use manifestation, maybe try it out. I can definitely make more videos about manifestation if you guys want. I can make like how I practice manifestation, things I manifest. I can make a whole series out of it if you guys do enjoy it. You will have everything you want and everything you ever dreamed of. So just keep working and just keep manifesting and working hard. Be sure to subscribe down below if you are interested in more health and fitness content. Like this video, comment on this video. I want to know you guys' thoughts. But I hope you have a great day or night, whatever time it is when you are watching this. I will see you guys next week. Bye.
No worries, please get back early. Head out with